Doctors are now saying that intense fear and anxiety don't always come from your thoughts. Sometimes your brain sends out powerful fear signals even when there is absolutely no danger around you. It's a very real physical experience that can leave you feeling confused and overwhelmed. Many people experience this sudden, unexplained anxiety. You could be sitting at home watching a movie or even just waking up, and suddenly a wave of panic hits you. There is no obvious reason, no immediate threat. For a long time, people have been told this is a sign of weakness or that it's all in their head. But doctors are now clarifying that this isn't weakness at all. It's a critical signal from your brain, and understanding it early is one of the most important things you can do to protect your long-term mental and physical health. When we ignore these signals, they don't just go away. They can grow stronger, affecting our daily life, our relationships, and our overall well-being. This isn't about being scared of something. It's about your brain's internal alarm system going off. So, what's really happening here? To understand this, we need to remember the brain's primary job: to protect you. It's a survival machine, constantly scanning your environment and your internal state for any sign of danger. It's designed to keep you safe from harm. However, in our modern world, this system can become over-alert. Think of it like a smoke detector that's become too sensitive. It starts going off not just for a real fire, but for a tiny bit of steam from the shower or a piece of burnt toast. When your brain gets into this over-alert state, it starts sending out anxiety and fear signals as a default response, even when you are perfectly safe and secure. It misinterprets neutral information as a threat, triggering a full-blown fear response for no apparent reason. Now, you might be wondering, what pushes the brain into this state of hypervigilance? What are the triggers? Doctors are connecting this over-alert response to a combination of factors that are incredibly common today. Chronic low-grade stress is a major one. This isn't just about big, traumatic events. It's the day-in, day-out pressure of work, finances, and family responsibilities. Poor sleep is another huge contributor. When you don't get enough deep, restorative sleep, your brain doesn't have the chance to reset and clear out the stress chemicals that build up during the day. Hormone imbalances can also play a significant role, affecting the brain's chemistry and its ability to regulate mood and stress. And then there's the constant stimulation from our phones, screens, and the non-stop news cycle. Our brains were not designed for this level of input. Without adequate recovery time, without moments of quiet and stillness, the brain remains stuck in survival mode, constantly on high alert, ready to sound the alarm at the slightest provocation. Let's look at what happens inside your body when the brain mistakenly sends these fear signals. The moment this false alarm is triggered, your brain tells your adrenal glands to release a flood of stress hormones, like adrenaline and cortisol. This is the fight-or-flight response. Your heart rate immediately increases, pumping blood to your muscles to prepare you to either fight off a threat or run away from it. Your muscles tense up, getting ready for action. Your breathing becomes shallow and rapid to take in more oxygen. Your senses become heightened, and you might feel a sense of tunnel vision. Your body is preparing for a life-or-death danger that simply doesn't exist. It's an incredibly powerful and exhausting physical process. Living through these episodes repeatedly can take a significant toll on your physical health, contributing to issues like high blood pressure, digestive problems, and a weakened immune system. So, what are the early warning signs that your brain might be in this over-alert state? Doctors who specialize in this area often notice a specific pattern of symptoms in their patients. The most prominent one is a sudden intense feeling of fear or dread that comes out of nowhere, with no logical cause. You might just be going about your day when this overwhelming sense of doom washes over you. This is often accompanied by physical sensations like a tight chest or a racing heartbeat, which can be so frightening that many people think they're having a heart attack. Another common sign is a constant feeling of restlessness or being on edge. You might find it impossible to relax, even when you're in a safe and comfortable environment. There's this persistent, nagging feeling that something bad is about to happen. Many people describe it as a feeling of being unsafe in their own skin. Because these feelings are so confusing and have no clear external cause, a common reaction is to think, "What's wrong with me? Am I going crazy?" But doctors are now looking beyond this self-blame and focusing on the root cause, the brain, the signaling system. One of the biggest challenges with this condition is that it is so often ignored or misdiagnosed. Why does this happen? A primary reason is that standard medical tests often come back completely normal. You might go to the emergency room with a racing heart and shortness of breath, but an EKG, blood tests, and other diagnostics will show that your heart is perfectly healthy. There is no visible injury, no tumor, no clear biological marker that a doctor can point to. Furthermore, the symptoms are often inconsistent. They come and go. You might feel perfectly fine for days or weeks, and then suddenly have a severe episode which can make it hard for you, and sometimes your doctor, to see it as a persistent underlying issue. It's easy to dismiss it as just a bad day or a bit of stress. But the signal from the brain is real. The physical sensations are real. And ignoring them because the tests are normal is like ignoring a fire alarm just because you can't see the flames yet. Here is the most important message from doctors on this topic. An anxious brain is not a broken brain. It is not a sign of a permanent defect. More accurately, it is an overworked and under-rested brain. Think about it this way. When your brain doesn't feel safe internally because it's depleted from lack of sleep, overwhelmed by stress, and not getting any time to recover, it starts to project that feeling of being unsafe onto the external world. It creates fear externally because it is in a state of crisis internally. The fear you feel is a direct reflection of your brain's exhaustion and its cry for help. It's asking for rest. It's asking for a change in conditions. This is a crucial shift in perspective. It moves us away from thinking, "I am broken," to thinking, "My brain needs support." So, what can be done? The good news is that there are safe, doctor-approved steps you can take to help calm your brain's overactive alarm system. These aren't quick fixes, but consistent lifestyle changes that can make a profound difference. Doctors consistently recommend starting with the fundamentals. First, prioritize improving your nighttime sleep. This means creating a regular sleep schedule, making your bedroom a dark and quiet sanctuary, and avoiding screens for at least an hour before bed. Second, consciously reduce your constant exposure to stimulation. Schedule tech-free time into your day, turn off non-essential notifications, and be mindful of how much news and social media you consume. Third, incorporate simple, deep breathing exercises into your daily routine. Taking just 5 minutes to practice slow, diaphragmatic breathing can activate your body's relaxation response and send a signal of safety to your brain. Establishing a regular daily routine for meals, work, and rest can also provide a sense of predictability that is very calming for an anxious brain. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, give your brain quiet time. This could be a walk in nature, sitting quietly without any distractions, or listening to calm music. These small, consistent changes work together to reduce the load on your nervous system and help your brain shift out of survival mode. This was video number 6 in our playlist, Your Body is Warning You. In our next video, video number 7, doctors will explain why your body can feel incredibly weak and fatigued even when all your medical reports look perfectly normal. This is another critical warning sign that many people tend to ignore. Make sure to watch video number 7 next to continue the series and learn more about these vital signals. Listen to your brain. It always warns you before a breakdown happens. Thanks for watching.